Hello, it feels really good to be back doing a long form video. It's been like a month since my last video where I announced that I was going to take a little bit of a social media hiatus, and I was fully off social media for like about 2 weeks, which I know doesn't seem like the longest time, but for someone who has truly posted multiple times a day, every single day, weekends, holidays, vacations included, for the last 7 years, 2 weeks certainly did feel like a long time without you guys, and I really did miss being on here. So I'm excited to be back, and a lot has happened, and so I want to share some of those massive updates with you guys. And so I took a step back from social to really reevaluate kind of my intention, my purpose, my direction for the next few years of my life, because I really felt like I was kind of at like a crossroads of sorts. And so in those 2 weeks also, I did share my dad had to get surgery, and his health is, took a little bit of a hit. He has a complication with his bladder, which we did one surgery for, and he's healing slowly, a little bit slower than we had hoped for, but we are hoping to avoid a second surgery. So as a result, I've been with my dad a lot over the last month, like pretty much every single day, trying to take a little bit of a slice out of, his share, his load, his workload, and of course the stuff that I'm doing with real estate as well too. So there's just a lot that was going on work-wise that didn't include social media. And again, just hoping that my dad doesn't need that second surgery, because that will really complicate things further. So please keep him in your prayers. But the second update I had for y'all is that for me, social media has truly become, was so much about my family and myself. And I wanted to reduce my ego a little bit, to make it a little bit less about me and my follower count and my income from social media brands, to a higher purpose, which I believe is going to be just the benefit that comes with the representation of my race, my religion, but also giving back to families in need, not just being about my family, but also supporting other families through my content. And so through my good friend Rosie, I got connected with an organization called Human Appeal, and they have different camps set across the world that they raise money for and hand distribute aid. And so I signed up for their Lebanon campaign, which they have a refugee camp, and I would help raise funds. And then hopefully for next year, there is a plan to actually go over there to visit the camp and be able to hand distribute aid. And this is something I personally have been wanting to do for years and years. Now, the deployment part is not like fully set in stone. It's just kind of in the works right now, but the fundraising portion is all set. So I am working fast forward on this and hoping to make it a reality, and to continue throughout my life to make my platform so much more about helping others in need. And of course, refugees, gosh, I mean, it could be any of us. When you look at what happened in Turkey and Syria and how quickly their lives changed. So I want to do as much as I can while I'm fortunate enough to do that. So that's the second update. And the third update, which I did share also a sneak peek of it, is that I was accepted into an Alama program. And it is a 6-year commitment, which is huge. Now, you might be wondering, what is an Alama program? It is a scholar of Islam. So Alama is considered a scholar of Islam, and you go in depth into the study of Islam and the Quran, and just so much, the meaning, the hadith, just so much of the foundation. You just go so much deeper. And for me personally, I spent Ramadan going through the Quran in translation. I, read the Sirah of the Prophet. I started on the Bukhari hadiths and reading through those. And now I just wanted to commit to going even deeper. And so for me, I started to feel like I want to make sure that my social media is something that, obviously be beneficial for me in this life and others in this life, but also prep me for the next one. And so I think increasing my knowledge and then sharing that knowledge is a beautiful way to essentially refine this passion of mine of social media and to make it something even more beautiful. So inshallah, that is my goal, is to complete the Alama program and to be able to in some form give back and share that knowledge. And no, my accounts are still going to be about family predominantly, but I do want to raise more awareness around Islam and just what it entails to be a Muslim family. What does the Muslim life look like? And help educate people with Q&As and things of that sort, because I think now more than ever, we have a very interconnected world and people are so much more open about learning about other races and religion, and it's just a really beautiful time. So the Alama program is through an online university called Miriam Institute. There is no cost to this program. I just had to go through an application process as well as an interview, and I got my acceptance, and I start in June. So needless to say, between my job and social media and Lily and the farm and the Alama program and fundraising, life's about to get really busy. I don't necessarily 100% know how I'm going to juggle it all, but you know what? I'm just going to say Bismillah and take that step forward and hope that everything falls into place. So thank you.